That's true. Never
No, we
mind.
can't. We can't. No.
No, we can't. Maybe one day. And so then the actual filming happens. So then once, after 8 days of filming is up, then all that footage then goes down back to LA to the editors. And then they spend weeks, several weeks, editing, adding the music, adding all the sound effects, doing additional dialogue, whatever they need to fine tune it. Then they make a master edit. Then they send that to the studio, they send that to the network, that gets approved, then it gets sent out to the affiliates, and then it goes on air.
Are you bored yet?
And that was as fast as I could make that.
I'm very thankful for everything.
There's a lot of people that work tireless hours to make this show what it is. We just happen to be the two faces that you see the most of. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, they don't get nearly the praise that they deserve, because without them, we would just be two out-of-work actors. So.
Speaking of preparation, the scripts that come in before you read, you get a script.
Are you German?
No, I'm German, Russian, Italian.
German, Russian, Italian?
Yes, but I've lived in South Africa too. So
what percentage of each?
Well, mostly German and Indian and Russian, but a little bit of South African.
Indian,
and also some Iranian. So when you read the finale, the last script, when you read the last bit of the last script for this season 12,
yeah, 12, that's right.
Well, how many hours did you hold each other and cry?
It's funny you should ask. Thank you for your question. German, Indian, Russian, Italian,
South
Africa. It's funny because the last week of filming, I was actually sick. The last week of filming, I don't know what happened. It might have been, we stayed with a buddy of ours, this guy named Misha. He plays Castiel. And
I remember reading the end of I remember reading the end, and it literally just burst out into tears. No, of laughter. And I thought, how much fun is season 13 going to be? I mean, talk about cutting the fat.
So, to be honest, really, this is a Misha here.
oh, ladies and gentlemen. Chair number 3. So Misha has a funny story to tell you guys. We shot, for those who have seen the finale, you can listen. For those who have not, close your ears. We shot the last 3 days of season 12. It was a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, April 26th, 27th, 28th, something like that. And we shot like halfway to Whistler. And so it was a long drive. So Misha decided to rent a house, like a VRBO house, right? And he's like, hey guys, listen,
So just a preface, this was a moment of poor decision making. This moment that he's about to describe to you.
I'm sure it seemed like a great idea at the time. And so he says like, hey, Jensen, Jared, I know we're filming all day. And it was night shooting, so all the stuff that takes place outside of the house, for those who have seen it, it was all Monday, like we started at like 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. Monday, went to 5 a.m. Started at 4 p.m. Tuesday, went to...
It was awful.
It was awful. It was night shooting. And Misha was like, hey, instead of driving back and forth and being exhausted, I rented a house so I didn't have to do the 4-hour drive round trip. if y'all just want to crash there, like it's a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, whatever. And we were like, that'd be cool. And we haven't seen a whole lot of him this season because he works like 2 episodes a year.
It was a 4-bedroom.
It was a 4-bedroom?
Is what we were told.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were told 5.
That was a little bit of a bait and switch. I was like, guys, I've got this huge place. Might as well come stay. And then Jensen went, you got up early. He played some golf. He went early to throw his bag in. And he's like, how many bedrooms did you say this place had? Because it was 2 bedrooms?
At most.
At most. That's stretching it.
It was 2 bedrooms. One of the...
I ended up sitting on the
You
floor.
were on the floor next to
He slept on the floor next to the bed that he slept in. I don't know what happened. I was in the other room.
You were resting after what we'd been through.
I needed it.
So we filmed till like 3 or 4.
How much of this story are we going to tell?
We're telling it all.
We're editing as we go.
We shouldn't tell it.
Not all of it.
I think you know what, guys? I think that's it for us.
I think we're done. I think we gotta go. Yeah. And we were so close.
Danielle is telling us we gotta go.
So I get upstairs in the morning.
Okay, we'll delay a little bit for y'all. Fuck it. So Misha invites us over. We end up going like, they're thinking it's going to be like a short day. That by short we mean like 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. Like, oh, it's only an 11-hour day. It's going to be brilliant. It ends up going like 5, and so we go back to Misha's place, and we're like, hey, this is like a send-off for season 12. Let's open a bottle of wine, have a few beers, whatever. And so we hung out and had a few drinks and kind of chatted there was like a patio overlooking the Chief, which is this beautiful mountain.
After we realized that there were very little places to sleep in this place, we were then like, well, I guess we should probably just stay up.
So we stayed up and then went to bed.
I do remember at one point being in the other room.
This is the night or the day of?
Being awoke by
Yeah, it was.
what are they doing in there? Have they brought in animals now? And
Like I said, I was sick.
Jared was snoring so loud that from down the hall in a closed door bedroom, it woke me up. And I'm like, how is Misha possibly sleeping in the same room?
Oh, he had been put to the test the night before.
He can sleep through anything.
No, he woke up for...
When you nudged him.
You're all like, what's true and what's not? I want to believe. No, so... we wake up and it's all like, we filmed too late, we stayed too late. And so the phone, so Misha has rented this house, VRBO or something, home away. So he puts
it's all under his name.
It's all under his name. So the home phone rings.
So stupid.
So Jared, me, obviously.
I love when he refers to himself in the third person.
I come upstairs to find Jared on the phone after the phone had been ringing.
So this is
the house phone. The phone that belongs to the home. That is not Misha's or us. Or
the house phone rings, and I'm like, hello? And the other guy's like, hey, Virgil. I'm like, this is Virgil. Yes. Virgil.
The actual owner of the home.
Yeah, I'm sitting with Mark, and Mark wants to cancel his lease a couple months early. It means we'll have to let him off the hook, but we have another lease coming in. I'm like, pull the trigger.
Now I'm like, whoa, hey.
Yeah, hey, no, go ahead and do it. Sign it. This is Virgil. Sign on my behalf. Sign on my behalf. And so the guy's like, cool, man. Well, we'll just send the papers. And Misha's grabbing the phone. Finally, it like flies out of both of our hands. It's
a glass, breaks a glass. There's the sound of me going, no! Glass breaking, me grabbing the phone and hanging it up. And that's how the call ended. So it's, yeah, great, go ahead, sign on my behalf.
Go ahead and sign on my behalf. That's fantastic. We've got Roy here to witness it. Yep, thanks, Roy. Okay, bye.
I couldn't believe the police didn't show up after that. And then the phone rings again.
No. When was the computer? When was your computer?
The phone rings again. I run downstairs. Right? I don't know. I lost the sequence. At some point, I did
when was
something.
your computer open?
I left my computer open. I went downstairs. That's when he started tweeting something about.
He jumps up, runs over to the computer, starts tweeting. Then you hear Misha coming sprinting back upstairs as though he just realized that the computer was available.
I ran downstairs to unplug the phone so that like no more incoming calls would come into the house. And as I'm coming back upstairs, I like in slow motion because of course Jared is sitting there on my laptop.
I think I was like retweeting Donald Trump, like couldn't agree more. You're the best.
That's right.
And now Misha's like, ugh, okay, I have my phone, I have the house phone, I have my computer.
I'm just gonna.
Meanwhile, it was the best morning cup of coffee entertainment I've ever had. I'm just sitting there at the table like.
And so then it's time to get ready for work. And so, keep in mind, this is like a very nice house. It's been like architectured and it's very beautiful home, pretty new. And so the phone is unplugged. Misha has taken back over his Twitter. And so he goes to the shower, get ready for work or whatever. And I'm upstairs and I'm like, I'm going to turn on CNN, like, whatever. And I'm going, it's like it's some unusual Canadian satellite system I'm not used to. So CNN's not the same channel. So I'm like flipping through channels. And it gets to like boys in the shower. Or something. Boys in their butts or something like that. 7. And I was like, huh. And I push forward.
That piqued your interest?
Yeah, Misha's on the bill, man.
He picked, to be specific, he selected subscribe.
Yeah.
Which was very
assuming, in all fairness, that the homeowner wouldn't rent his house out to people without putting a block on pay-per-view, but he didn't. He didn't block his pay-per-view. And so he subscribed, well, Misha, the tenant, subscribed to, it was like, boys, handsome butts.
It was very
sex or something.
Very, very, very graphic bathroom sex. And I believe you subscribed like to the month, like the forever.
It was an annual subscription.
In all fairness, they were offering a deal at the time.
I spent
$30 a month, 200. Yeah.
They left before me for work, and I spent almost 2 hours trying to unsubscribe. Unsuccessfully. I could not unsubscribe because I didn't have the password that he had created.
And on that note, we're out. Thank you, guys.